Welcome back, family. Super glad to have you here, and we are back with Transforming Guns, the series where we take one gun, we add a lot of attachments in the gunsmith, and we transform it into a whole new different gun in a whole new different category. And we're going to be working with this bad boy right here, the G36C assault rifle. We're going to be transforming it from the Holger 26 light machine gun. The Holger 26 is a reward you get from the Season 1 Battle Pass, and is a very solid light machine gun with the best reload speed in its class, high rate of fire, not that high damage output, but with the right attachments you could get it to have a really high time to kill. Now, also with the right attachments, you could transform it into the G36 assault rifle you're watching right now. Now, the G36 has been in other Call of Duty titles before, like Call of Duty 4, which I believe it got introduced in that game, and Modern Warfare 3, which I believe it got perfected in that game, because the G36 in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 was absolutely amazing. I love the looks and the feel to it. Yeah, I believe it was actually the G36C, which is a more compact version of the G36 assault rifle. It's more like an SMG type feel. But it doesn't matter. In that game, it was categorized as an assault rifle anyways, and it ran and felt like an assault rifle. So, yeah, it was an assault rifle, basically. Now, before we jump into the attachments I used in this gameplay and the specifics on how I use this gun, I just wanted to be thankful for all the support you guys have given me in these past couple weeks and celebrate with you guys, because we actually made it to half of what our current 100 subscriber goal is. So yeah, that's definitely a plus for me. I am super happy, and I'm definitely thankful for you guys, man. Now, it would help me and the channel a lot if you subscribe, like, comment, and share it if you really liked the video, and any sign of support is appreciated here. I am super grateful for every single one of you, and yeah, I'm gonna keep making these videos for the long run, you know. Hope you could keep coming back to them and showing some support. Super grateful, guys. Now, without further ado, let's get into the specific attachments I decided to go with to turn the Holger 26 into the G36 assault rifle, and in itself turn the G36 into a very viable option so it could compete with the other strong, very strong assault rifles in the game. Now, first attachment I'm going to be talking about is in the muzzle category, and it is the monolithic suppressor. As you guys can see and already know, the monolithic suppressor adds sound suppression and damage range to the gun, but it takes away some ADS speed and aim walking steadiness. Now, don't worry about the cons. They will get added when we add more attachments into the gun. The pros are very good. Sound suppression is always good to have, so you can confuse your enemies where they're at. You already know this, guys. Now, the damage range, subjectively, it's good and it's not good, you know. The damage range is that type of placebo. I'm going to be honest, I felt it for this gun. I think it's more of a 3-shot, 4-shot insurance, and if you get that headshot, like right there, I melted that guy. He might have been weak, but when you get that headshot in, you will definitely have like a better time using this gun. Now, let's get into the second attachment category, which is the barrel. I decided to go with the XRK Ultra Light. It is the attachment that's gonna make the Holger 26 start looking like the G36 assault rifle. It adds ADS speed, but it takes away bullet velocity. Now, the bullet velocity, like I've said, is a stat you don't want to mess with in any gun, but it is necessary to turn it into the G36, so we don't really have any other choice. Now, there are two versions of the G36 in this game, inside a version of the Holger 26, and the other one is the G36C, which is a more compact and faster version of the assault rifle, more like an SMG, more or less, yeah. So you can get this by attaching the F-Tac 8.98-inch Spitfire barrel to the gun, and it adds more movement speed plus the ADS speed, but it takes away some recoil control, and I think it takes away even more bullet velocity, because since it becomes a snubber gun, they actually want you to use it at closer ranges. I do not recommend that one, honestly. Already 1 bar of anything you take away from bullet velocity is bad. So imagine taking two. Yeah, it's gonna be like the AK-74U type situation, and yeah, you know how I feel about that. Anyways, let's move on to the third attachment I decided to go for, and it is the operator foregrip. Very strange for me to use the operator foregrip. I almost always use either the Ranger or the Merc. The Merc adds recoil control and hip fire accuracy, and the Ranger adds aiming stability and recoil control. This one just adds recoil control straight up, and I just felt like I just needed recoil control for the gun. The gun has every other single category stat covered, you know, so yeah. It's a snubber gun. It only takes one con away, and I think the con is ADS speed, which gets added. You get a lot of ADS speed from the barrel, I promise. You won't need to worry about any con that says ADS speed, so you can add everything you want that says ADS speed. And the Merc foregrip does add some hip fire accuracy, which is really nice, but like you saw right there in that previous drop shot, the hip fire accuracy on this gun is amazing. It is SMG like, to be honest, and you're gonna have a blast just spraying down people when you get into a room. You don't really have to ADS, so if you feel the ADS is a little bit slower, which I believe it is not, you know, just hip fire, you know. It has the rate of fire to do so too, so you're gonna be helped in that category. So now I'm going to talk about the last two attachments together because their effects on the gun are pretty straightforward and easy to understand. Now, the Solarazo reflex sight, I decided to go with this one because not only is it one of my favorite reflex sights in the game next to the GI reflex sight, but I felt like with the iron sights in this gun, I couldn't track down my opponent the right way. And the other attachment is in the ammunition category, and I decided to go with a 30 round mag because it adds ADS speed and movement speed, but it takes away some mag ammo capacity. It takes a lot of bullets away, honestly, from the Holger 26 classic stock mag, which is bad and good. You know, you will be adding a lot of movement speed. I actually used the G36 with the Holger's mag, and it is very pronounced how slow it is with that mag, so highly recommend you use the 30 round mag. But with you using the 30 round mag, it actually gives a huge problem to the G36, which is its ammo capacity. Since the rate of fire on the G36 is very fast, yeah, you're gonna run out of ammo all the time, man. I'm talking about the reserve one and the one on your clip, so you have to be very careful when you engage your gunfights. Like, if you could take away the reflex sight, because you got used to, you know, using the iron sights on the gun, and add that perk which gives you max loadout. Yeah, it's called max loadout. If you can add max loadout into your gun, that is a complete plus that's going to your favor while using this gun. Now, my final verdict, my final opinion on this gun is that it is amazing. I am super glad we got the G36 or some version of it in the game again. I haven't used the G36 since Modern Warfare 3, I believe. And yeah, this gun was amazing. They're doing a really good job with the gunsmith and the support for the DLC. I'm still missing one more DLC gun I have to cover, which I'm very late for it, I know, but it is the Ram 7. I'm using it now. And yeah, so biggest problem on the gun is the reload speed. I believe the reload animation is a little bit clunky. The mag has to go completely inside the gun. You can't like fast reload with it. And the ammo capacity, if they would have made that 30 round mag a 45 round mag, this gun would have been used more in pubs, because this gun doesn't get used that much in pubs. But hey, it is an absolute solid gun. It has a lot of more pros and it does have cons. And yeah, I finally got to make this video. It's been flying under the radar for me for a while. I teased it on Twitter, but I had to test every single attachment on it because I couldn't get the hang of it. So yeah, finally did. And I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. Super glad to have you here, family, and see you on the next one. Peace and have a great one, and happy holidays. 3 days before Christmas, baby. Peace.